Fox 61 News at 10 starts now.
I'm feeling a little emotional, but we made it safe and everybody's safe.
Right now at 10, Puerto Rico facing another long road to recovery after destruction from Hurricane Fiona. Tonight, we're hearing from people who just returned to Connecticut after leaving the island during the storm.
A smash and grab alert tonight in one Connecticut town, where police are sending out a warning tonight after nearly 20 cars were broken into, even though they were locked.
And conspiracy theorist Alex Jones is expected to appear in Waterbury Superior Court this week. Tonight, we're speaking with a law professor who taught lawyers on both sides of the defamation case. But we begin with a live look at the radar from Hurricane Fiona in our weather center as our weather watch continues. It leaves destruction across Puerto Rico. The National Hurricane Center saying that Fiona has maximum sustained winds of 105 miles per hour. Fiona also bringing very heavy rain and winds to the Dominican Republic and Turks and Caicos. Thanks so much for joining us tonight. I'm Jen Bernstein.
And I'm Ben Goldman. On Sunday, Hurricane Fiona knocked out power and water to almost the entire island of Puerto Rico, where many people were still recovering from Hurricane Maria 5 years ago. National Guard troops have rescued more than 900 people who were stranded. Puerto Rico's governor says it could take days to restore power.
This powerful hurricane has worried many in Connecticut who have family or friends in Puerto Rico. Fox 61's Tony Black joins us live from Bradley International Airport in Windsor Locks, where a flight from San Juan just landed this evening. Tony.
Yeah, Ben and Jen, dozens of people picked up their bags here at Bradley International a short while ago after departing from Puerto Rico today. Many are grateful to be back here in Connecticut, but also saddened by what they experienced while in the territory, and now the territory having to recover from Hurricane Fiona. Now, parts of Puerto Rico were hit by the Category 1 storm Sunday, as you mentioned. It swept away homes, knocked out electricity to the island, and flooded many areas. Dozens of travelers departed from the capital city of San Juan this afternoon, boarded a JetBlue plane and landed here at Bradley International. Shocked, they were even able to take off from Puerto Rico today. They were on the island for vacations or to see family, but those trips, unfortunately, overpowered by the storm.
Palm trees moving, a lot of the carports the roof of the carports were ripping out, a lot of trees down and a lot of flood. That's what was going on over there.
People were just taking cover. We're staying in a hotel. There was no electricity. We were depending on the power. Scary, chaotic. You know, a lot of people were really traumatized from previous hurricanes.
It was pretty ugly. Yeah, first time that I seen a storm. We lost our power Sunday morning. It was pretty ugly. I'm glad to be back.
One of those travelers you heard from was in the direct path of that storm and said days were spent preparing for the impact, buying candles and buying food. 35 inches of rain, that's how much one man said they got where he was. The devastation the hurricane has left, they say, will take weeks to recover from. And it's been 5 years since Hurricane Maria hit the island, and many of these travelers say that luckily the damage has not been as severe as that Category 4 storm. So far, one death has been reported in Puerto Rico and another in the Dominican Republic. All of those travelers you heard from have family in Puerto Rico, and tonight they say they're grateful that they're okay. Live from Bradley International Airport, Tony Black, Fox 61 News.
Just awful seeing the destruction there. Our thoughts certainly with everyone in Puerto Rico
Indeed.
right now.
I want to get a check on our forecast here. Obviously a lot more calm, less stressful than everyone in Puerto Rico. But Rach, we had some active weather our way tonight.
Yeah, we had some thunderstorms that came through, and while there weren't any severe thunderstorm warnings, they still came in with a windy welcome, some strong gusty winds, some heavy rain. And look at this, the mothership, or just a shelf cloud. I like to call it the mothership because it kind of looks like a UFO. This is from Justin Zaperi in Cromwell. And on the bottom, you can actually see the colors from the sunset kind of illuminating this shelf cloud, the leading edge of the storm. And after it all moved out, in some areas, especially in western Connecticut, the sun came back out. A double rainbow here from Jacob Michaels over Sacred Heart. Taking a look, this is a radar loop over the last 6 hours where you can see the showers and storms came in. Some areas got hit hard, others just got a couple brief showers, but now it's over with. There's a couple maybe drops that are falling in eastern Connecticut, but that's about it. The humidity drops back a little bit overnight. We're not not quite in the refreshing category, but definitely less humid as we head into the day tomorrow. Right now, temperatures are in the 60s to right around 70 degrees. We'll see overnight lows close to the 60-degree mark inland, mid-60s at the shoreline. And tomorrow is a pretty nice day. We'll see a mix of clouds and sun, slight chance for a pop-up shower in the afternoon, and turning even less humid heading into tomorrow night. But the real taste of fall, boy, that's going to come later this week. We'll explain coming up.
Rachel, thank you. New at 10 tonight, a teen is facing several charges in Enfield after police say he crashed a stolen SUV twice while leading officers on a chase. Enfield police say that they've received a report of a stolen SUV on Pearl Street just after 7 last night. The 17-year-old boy drove onto Route 190, hit a vehicle near the Enfield Commons Mall before driving off. He then hit a second vehicle at the intersection of 190 and Broadbrook Road. He ran from that SUV. He was arrested in a nearby field. That teen now faces about 10 different charges, including 2 drug charges. Well, we have an alert tonight in one Connecticut town where thieves are breaking car windows to grab what's inside.
This has happened 18 times in about a month in Southington, and police want to make sure that you don't become another victim. Fox 61's Gabby Molina joins us live in Southington with more on what you can do. Gabby.
Ben, Jen, we've all heard it many, many times before. Make sure that you are always locking your car, but that might not be enough. If you are leaving your valuables in plain sight, well, thieves can easily break your window, reach right into your car, and take exactly what they were looking for.
It can happen anywhere, and it can happen in seconds. Thieves breaking the glass to your car to get to the valuables you have sitting inside.
My pops always used to say, when you lock your car, you're only keeping the honest people honest. And if somebody really wants to get into your car, they're going to get in.
Now Scott Thomas is sharing similar advice with his own children after it happened 18 times in Southington in just over a month.
I've told the kids, make sure you park in high visibility areas where there's going to be a lot of foot traffic and have more eyes on your car, and there's less likely that somebody make that choose you.
Police say the smash and grab burglaries happened at people's homes and in the parking lots of several businesses.
They're not just using the dark neighborhoods, they're really getting kind of brazen to really come into these bigger parking lots.
One of them being the Planet Fitness in town. Now gym goers say they've been forced to think twice about what they're leaving behind in their cars.
I don't even feel safe leaving anything in the car. You know what I mean? Not just your wallet, just anything in general.
Or put it in a locker inside. They have a locker room, so you can bring your stuff in there and lock it up.
Police say in all of the cases the cars were locked, but had valuables left in plain view. Their advice? Put everything away. Even spare change could be enough to make you a target. And putting electronics away may not be enough. Make sure to hide accessories like power cords too. And if you're going to hide something in your trunk, do it before you get to your destination in case someone is watching. And if you see anything suspicious, report it.
Even if it turns out to be nothing, at least it provides an extra patrol in the area.
Eric Albright is part of the Southington Neighborhood Watch's Green Light Patrols, a group that serves as an extra set of eyes and ears on the roads. He says this uptick in burglaries is unfortunate, but serves as a reminder to stay vigilant.
Making sure you're watching out for your neighbors, watching out for yourselves, and just doing the right thing by, if you see something, say something.
Police say that a majority of thefts are still happening from unlocked cars, so it is still very important to lock up. But they said some other things that you can do: make sure that your windows are rolled up, so never leave them down. And don't depend on your car alarm, because most times, like we mentioned, thieves can be in and out in seconds, and an alarm won't scare them off. Live in Southington, Gabby Molina, Fox 61 News.
Important tips, Gabby. Thank you. And new at 10, a Meriden man will spend the next 6 years in prison after he's convicted in a carjacking and an unrelated shooting nearly 2 years ago. New Haven State's attorney says 37-year-old Husan Munoz pleaded guilty to first-degree robbery and first-degree assault. Meriden police say last October, Munoz and several others pulled a gun on a woman, hit her in the head, and stole her car. That same day, Munoz was involved in a shooting between 2 groups in a gas station parking lot. Well, new at 10, a Farmington police officer returns to his patrol for the first time after he was injured in the line of duty last year.
Officer James O'Donnell was hit by a suspect's car as he drove away from the scene during a fight. But today he's back on active duty. Fox 61's Alicia Machado was at Farmington Police Headquarters earlier as he received a very special surprise welcome back. She joins us live in the newsroom to show us what happened. Alicia.
Good evening, Ben and Jen. Officers and colleagues lined the parking lot to show their support for Officer James O'Donnell's return after a year of recovery, surgeries, and physical therapy. He clocked in for his first shift at 3 p.m. today. O'Donnell says he's excited to be back. Officer James O'Donnell greeted with a round of applause Monday outside of Farmington PD headquarters as he returns back to work. It would be hard to tell that just last year the 32-year-old was wheelchair bound.
I told the chief right then and there that night in the emergency room that I was going to be back, and I wasn't going to go against that promise.
Almost 1 year ago to the day, O'Donnell was seriously injured on duty after he was hit by a suspect accused of stealing catalytic converters off of cars in a condo complex.
Officer down, officer down.
The moments captured on police cruiser dash cam.
He just hit O'Donnell, he's taking off.
32-year-old Pedro Acevedo suspected of injuring O'Donnell and arrested a couple of weeks after that day. Over the last year, a long road to recovery requiring multiple surgeries and physical therapy.
My sacrum was shattered, my pelvis was fractured in 4 places, and I had 2 broken bones in my foot as well. I had to relearn how to walk and change how I did things. Had a couple setbacks, but I still got through it.
So to get him back here and, in that amount of time is unbelievable. I know sometimes we look at it and we're like, oh my God, he's been out for a year, like it's a long time. And then you think about it, you're like, oh, it's only been a year with the injuries that he sustained. Really, really a testament to him. This is a guy who worked tirelessly to get back to what he loved to do.
And Monday, he did just that. 3 p.m. setting off on his first 12-hour patrol shift back.
Can't even express just the gratitude of everyone. I got choked up. I can't be any more thankful to the chief and to the council and everybody here, everybody who came up from the surrounding towns. It means a whole lot to me.
Now, O'Donnell said he still has some more physical therapy to go, but he is doing well. As for the investigation, the chief says the criminal case is still underway, and much of that right now is in the courts. Live in the newsroom, Alicia Machado, Fox 61 News.
Alicia.